Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities in Miniatures. So this may not be the most obscure kit that I've ever shown, but it's one that I wanted to try out nonetheless. So lately I've been getting into Warlord's SPQR rules, and I was looking for a set of Caesar's Legions, because I missed out on getting the starter set when it came out. Hopefully with the new edition coming in the future, they'll have a equally as nice a starter kit, fingers crossed. But the SPQR sets of Legionnaires were a lot smaller amounts. This is 24, where those are 12. And for the difference in price, it made more sense just to go ahead and grab the Hail Caesar version. Plus, the rulebook's already got the cards stats in there. So, I was kind of curious because I've built plenty of the smaller Imperial guys. I've never built any of the Republic style ones, but right off the bat, I love the fact that we can see that they are going to be bigger. A little bit bigger. At least here's a guy that's fully standing upright, so that is a good sign. Very basic in terms of what's on them. You do have a couple of slings, which is nice, but these are the Gladius armed guys. I got a couple pouches here. Various heads with the headdresses going different directions, and then the typical shields, along with one with a pilum on the other side in the hand. Okay, so that's like the basic sprue, but it looks like there's a couple others. What else is in here? Looks like... Oh, yeah, I don't have to paint the laurel things or the lightning bolts or whatever they are on there. Okay, I didn't know those were actually included. Fun. So it looks like we have all of those sprues. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we also have, as always, the command sprue. Same thing on the top. It's the bottom that counts. So you've got your, signifer and optio or whatever. I don't remember all the terms. Unfortunately, I apologize. But you got your guy in the pelt. Fancy cap. Signifer dude or whatever with the standard trumpet and the smaller shields as well. And again, you do have one with the pilum, so that's kind of nice. So not anything super complex, drastic, or different. Everybody's got that arm with the shield out, ready to go. So really all you're gluing on is the head, the shield, and your Gladius arm. There's not a whole lot in terms of variety of how they're being built, other than the slings, but I'm okay with that. Sometimes you don't need to have the most complex kit. So let me get a couple built, and I will grab a few of my painted Imperial guys, and we'll see how they compare, because I've been quite curious about this for some time. Alright, so built up a few more of our Legionnaires, and I couldn't help myself, but I had to build primarily slingers. I figured that is one of the nice advantages of the Warlord kit, is the fact that their gladii armed Legionnaires have those slings, or the Gladius, if you are so inclined. Obviously the pilums, at least we can just use the ones that have them included on the shields. Which, yes, I will go back and clean those up. Now, I did not build the entire box, but I built a fair amount. I figure at the very least I've got enough other Legionnaire models that we can throw them in for in a pinch if we need some close combat or pilum guys. I did go ahead and paint one of them with a real quick paint job. Gotta say, he turned out alright. I know it's kind of zoomed in there, but I think from a distance, it'll work out quite nice, and I do appreciate the fact that Warlord does include those water slide decals, much like the smaller, more diminutive Imperial Romans as well. That is a big... These are the same size base, but you can see here there's a bit of a difference in size. And it becomes a lot more apparent when you start mixing and matching guys from various other factions, lines, manufacturers, leader dudes. One thing I hate about this kit is that their Gladius is actually molded into the scabbard, which isn't really a big deal, but it's very integral to the rest of the body, which results in a lot more cleanup. And yeah, I can see here that this guy is in need of cleanup anyway. I was just in a rush to get these guys filmed because I want to get started on them. So see, you can hear it's just a big mess that is going to require more cleaning on my part. Now grabbing a couple other Warlord models, we've got some of the SPQR Gaul heroes here. Put them on different size bases. I figured since they are heroes, they should be, you know, a little bit more adequately sized. And they do definitely have that height impression over our bog standard Legionnaire. I was going to say Marine. I'm looking at a Space Marine here. Sorry. Close enough, though. They both do the same things. In case you wanted to use them with Marines. And I can hear the dogs going wild over something. I don't know what. So, grabbing at least a Victrix Dacian, as well as our Gauls. So you can see, I think they scale pretty well. The Dacian here is on a smaller base, but, you know, overall, thankfully, I'd say between all the various plastic manufacturers, these kits are going to scale quite well with each other. So, I'm curious to see what Warlord's going to do with this kit, because with talks of a second edition of SPQR coming out, it made more sense for me to buy, like I said, the bigger box of the Hail Caesar versions as opposed to the actual SPQR ones. I mean, yeah, they have the fancy little cards included, but it's like, you know, they're in the rulebook anyway, and who knows if that's going to get invalidated with the second edition stuff as it is. So I'd say if you are interested in picking up some of the later Republic Legionnaires like this guy, I'd say grab the Hail Caesar box like I did and just, you know, push them into the SPQR rule set. So overall, nice little kit. Like the fact that I've got my slingers, they've got their pouches full of ammunition. But to me, I think, you know, it's a bit of a cheesy push to have to buy two separate boxes, whereas like the Victrix kits, you get everything you need and you don't need to worry about, you know, buying a box of guys with pilums or spears as well as guys with their gladii. So it is nice having everything in one kit, but you know, Warlord stuff is not like it's a horrible deal either. So do take a look if you haven't had a chance to check their stuff out. We'll put a link down below, and hopefully you guys are going to find something you like. With that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we will see you back here soon. Bye-bye.